play like this, visit pianohooks.com for full lessons and the Piano Hooks Patreon page for more advanced tutorials. For now, here's the simple version. For the song 7 Years by Lukas, we're going to learn the intro and the chorus in 4 parts. For the first part, we're going to learn the intro. The starting position here is having the hands quite far apart. If you have a smaller keyboard, then you can squish your hands in closer if you need to. The center of my keyboard is right here, and I'm going to find a high group of 2 black keys. So the center is here, and I'm just a little bit higher than that. And I'm going to start off by playing the white key in between these 2 black keys. For the left hand, I'm going to find a group of 3 black keys just below the center of the keyboard. And I'm actually going to take this one step further and go down even more. So I'm going to find a low group of 3 black keys. If your keyboard isn't this big, then you can keep your left hand a little bit higher for this. And the starting position will be the white key, just in between the bottom 2 black keys of this group of 3. So part 1 sounds like this. So for part 1, we are learning the entire introduction. The left hand is just playing 4 different keys. So we start off by playing the white key in between the bottom 2 black keys of a group of 3. Then we go up to the top black key of that group of 3 black keys. Then we jump down to play the top black key of a group of 2 black keys. And then we step up to the white key that's just to the left of this group of 3 black keys. So we are playing this sort of a V shape here, and we're adding this white key. These are the 4 keys we're playing in the left hand. For the right hand, this whole pattern that we play repeats twice. So let's learn this pattern first, and then we'll add the left hand to it. So the first part of this pattern goes like this. All we are doing is playing these 2 white keys back and forth. 1, 2, 3 times. So we've got the white key in between a group of 2 black keys, and then we jump up to play the white key just to the left of a group of 3 black keys. So we're going to play the bottom one, then the top one, and repeat that 2 more times. So let's try that. Use whatever fingers you'd like at this point. You can use different fingers if that makes it easier. So we have 1, 2, 3. Now the second part of this introduction is after we play this white key to the left of a group of 3 black keys, we jump up to play the top black key of a group of 3 black keys here. We play that one. We step down to the nearest white key, step down to a white key here, and we finish off with the white key just to the left of the 3 black keys. So to recap this pattern that we're playing, we play the white key in between the two black keys here, skip a white key, play one up, and then we do that 2 more times. That's the second time, and here's the third time. Then from here, we jump up to play the top black key of a group of 3 black keys, and then we just work our way back down on the white keys to finish off with the white key that is to the left of 3 black keys. So the pattern goes like this. 1, 2, 3, big jump up, and work our way down. Now for the left hand, we're starting by playing the white key in between the bottom 2 black keys of a group of 3. So we're going to add the left hand to this. Both hands go at the same time, and we're going to play that pattern 3 times here. 1, 2. Now on the third time, the left hand jumps up to play the top black key of a group of 3 black keys here. So we do this pattern 1 more time. Now from here, we jump up to the top black key of a group of 3. And if you notice, we're copying what the left hand is doing, just in a different position. And from here, we work our way down. So let's repeat that. Both hands go at the same time. The right hand plays this down up pattern twice. Now on the third time, the left hand has to move. And here we have the big jump up and the little scale down. And 1 more time. 2, third time, left hand moves. 3, right hand jumps up. It does a little scale down. Now for the next part of the intro, the right hand's going to repeat exactly what we just did there, but with different left hand keys. So the right hand goes back to the starting position of that pattern, and our left hand now goes from this top black key of a group of 3 to the top black key of a group of 2. So we're going to play hands together here, and the right hand repeats that pattern. So we go 1, 2, we're going to play it a third time without changing the left hand, 3, but now when we jump up to this top black key, the left hand's going to move and play the white key just to the left of a group of 3 black keys here. And then we do that scale down. So we'll repeat this second half here. Hands together. 1, 2, 3. Left hand moves and the right hand does a big jump up. Scale down. Let's repeat all of the introduction here. So we find our left hand position. It's the white key in between the bottom 2 black keys of a group of 3. And the right hand is starting off by playing the white key in between 2 black keys. So we go hands together, and we do this pattern down, up twice. Down, up. It's 1, 2. Then the third time our left hand moves and plays this black key. That's the third time. We jump up and do the scale down. Now our right hand goes back into that starting position and our left hand does a big jump down to play the black key. That's the top of a group of 2. And we go together. 1, 2. We do this a third time. 3. Then we jump up to do that scale pattern again, and our left hand has to step up to play the white key. Now with the proper rhythm, so we find our starting position here. We don't really have to worry about the left hand so much because it just plays and holds, but the right hand dictates the rhythm here. So we go long, 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 left hand moves, long, long, and then short, 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 left hand moves, long, 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 and then left hand moves. Short, 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 short. Now for this pattern, a positioning that I recommend is to use your thumb on the white key in between these two black keys, your pointer finger on the white key just to the left of the three black keys, and then each other finger on the next keys. Now you're going to have to move your fingers up in between the black keys and put your pinky on that top black key. Now from here, you can practice that nice and slow. And then that way you don't have to be jumping around with one finger. It's actually a lot harder to do the jumping around. When I was playing that first demo, I screwed up a couple times by missing. So it definitely is easier if you just place your hand in one position and learn to use all of your fingers. But to start off, go nice and slow and just focus on using one finger and just look carefully with your eyes. For part 2, our left hand is going to copy the starting position of the introduction by playing the white key in between the bottom two black keys of a group of 3. For the right hand, we're going to find a copycat key here. So you notice there's a group of 3 black keys. There's another group of 3 black keys. And again, if your keyboard is not big enough, then you can just play in this position. But we're going to go a little bit higher since our keyboard here is a little bigger. And I'm going to find that same looking white key. So it's in between the bottom 2 black keys of a group of 3. This is the starting position. So part 2 sounds like this. Part 2 is the start of the chorus. So we find our starting positions here. We play both hands together and we just hold the left hand. We completely ignore it for now. The right hand steps down, plays this twice, then jumps down to play the white key in between a group of 2 black keys. So far we have these keys here. We play these together, we step down, played twice, jump down to play this white key, and then we jump up again to play the white key just to the left of a group of 3 black keys. And from here we do a bigger jump down to the white key that's to the left of these 2 black keys. Before we add the other right hand key, that's where the left hand moves. We're going to repeat what we just did here. So both hands start together, right hand steps down, plays twice, jumps down, jumps back up, and does a bigger jump down to the white key to the left of a group of 2 black keys. To finish off part 2, both hands move inwards together to play the top black keys of a group of 3 black keys. So let's repeat what we have here. Both hands go together. Right hand steps down, plays that again, does a jump down, jump back up, and a bigger jump down. And then both hands move in together to play the top black key of a group of 3 black keys. Now for the proper rhythm, we play both hands together. The right hand goes long, then it steps down and goes long, short, jumps down, long, jumps up, short, jumps down, long, long. The general rhythm of this melody in this song is long, short, long, short, long. There's a lot of long, short, long, short, long, short. So we can denote it by a hand signal, long, short, almost like Morse code, where the line means longer and the point means shorter. So let's recap that one more time. and we'll move on to part 3. So both hands go together. Right hand is long, steps down, long, short, long, short, long, and then both hands move. Long. What song should I do next? Leave a comment below. The starting position of part 3 maintains the left hand position. So where the left hand stopped at part 2, we actually continue holding that through into part 3. The right hand goes back to play the white key in between a group of 2 black keys here. So I'll play part 3 and then we'll break it down. So for part 3, it might seem a little bit overwhelming, but there's a lot of repeating here. So we need to look for patterns. So our starting position was the left hand playing from part 2, and then the right hand comes back to play the white key in between a group of 2 black keys. So from here, the right hand goes from this white key, jumps up to the white key to the left of the 3 black keys. Now we had that jump a few times earlier. Remember from the introduction, and then also from the beginning. So we had that jump a few times here. So to start off part 3, our left hand goes first. Our right hand starts off with the white key in between the 2 black keys, jumps up, and does that bigger jump down that we did in part 2. And now when it steps down to this black key here, our left hand jumps down to play the top black key of a group of 2 black keys. So let's just break down that part. Left hand holds and plays from part 2, and the right hand starts off with the white key in between the 2 black keys. We jump up, do a bigger jump down, and then step down to the nearest black key, and our left hand does a big jump down. So let's do that with the proper rhythm. So the left hand plays and holds, the right hand goes long, short, long, both hands move, long. One more time, and then we'll continue. Left hand first, right hand. Long, short, long, both hands move, long. Now from here, the left hand continues to hold for a while, and our right hand jumps back up to the white key that we played earlier, jumps up, does a bigger jump down, just like we did a few times earlier. We play this 2 more times. Step up, step down, and then go down to this top black key of a group of 3 and play that 3 times. Okay, let's repeat that nice and slow. So from the top, left hand starts, right hand plays the white key in between the 2 black keys, does a jump up and a bigger jump down, steps down to the nearest black key, and both hands move. Right hand repeats that pattern. We play this white key 2 more times. 1, 2. Step up, step down, and then step down to the nearest black key and play it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and again. So left hand starts off, right hand plays this jump up and bigger jump down pattern. So a small jump up and a bigger jump down. And then after it steps down. So we'll try that again. Left hand first, right hand, jump up, bigger jump down. Both hands move. Right hand repeats that jumping pattern. Jump up and bigger jump down. Play this 2 more times. 1, 2. Step up, step down, and finish with this black key, and we play that 3 times. So for part 3, we learned that we were starting off in the left hand, holding this black key from part 2. Then we jump down to play the top black key of a group of 2 black keys. We're going to add one more key now, and that's the white key just to the left of a group of 3 black keys. So let's see where we're going to add this. So I will play part 3 again. So as we did this jumping pattern, and then our left hand moved, we do the jumping pattern again. We repeat this key 2 more times. Step up, and now when we step back down to this white key, that's to the left of the 2 black keys, our left hand steps up to a white key. And then we finish off with this black key 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So let's break that down nice and slow. From the beginning of part 3, our left hand's holding this black key. Our right hand does that jumping pattern, white key in between 2 black keys. So it jumps up by skipping a white key, and then does a bigger jump down by skipping 2 white keys. Okay, so let's try that again. So our left hand goes first. Our right hand starts off on this white key, does a jump up, does a bigger jump down, and then steps down to the nearest black key, but the left hand does a big jump down to play the top black key of a group of 2 black keys. Now from here we just hold that left hand, and the right hand does that jumping pattern again. Jump up, bigger jump down, play this key 2 more times. 1, 2, step up. Now this is where our left hand steps up to play the nearest white key. So both hands are stepping inwards. And we'll finish it off in a moment here. So let's repeat that. Left hand first. Right hand does the jumping pattern here. Jump up, bigger jump down. Both hands step down. Right hand does that jumping pattern. Jump up, big jump down. Repeat this key 2 more times. 1, 2, step up. Now both hands move inwards, and the right hand finishes off by playing this black key 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and one more time. Left hand goes first. Right hand does that jumping pattern. Big jump up and a bigger jump down. Left hand does a big jump down while the right hand steps down. They're both playing a black key here. Right hand does the jumping pattern. Plays this key 2 more times. 1, 2, step up. And now when it steps down, the left hand steps up. And the right hand finishes off with this block key 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now for the proper rhythm, the left hand goes first, plays and holds. The right hand does the jumping pattern, so it's long, short, long. Both hands move, long. Right hand does the jumping pattern, long, short, long, 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 short. Now, both hands move in, long, short, long, short. And again, left hand first, right hand. Long, short, long, both hands move, long. Right hand does the jumping pattern, long, short, long, 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 short. Now when it steps down, the left hand steps up. Long, and then the right hand steps down. Short, long, short. For part 4, it seems a little bit longer than part 3, but we're actually going to be copying half of part 3 for part 4. The left hand remains the same. We're still playing these 4 keys. So for the right hand, our starting position is going to be the same as how we started part 2, and our left hand is going to copy that. So I'll play part 4 and we'll break it down. So for the rhythm, you definitely want to listen to the original song so that you can imitate that rhythm. Because without the proper rhythm, it's very hard to tell what song you're actually playing, even if you're playing the right tones. So the starting position is the white keys in between the bottom 2 black keys of the groups of 3 black keys here. Both hands go together. The right hand repeats this key, steps up to this black key, steps down again, and then one more step down, but this is where the left hand jumps up to play the top black key of a group of 3 black keys. Let's try that again. So both hands together, right hand repeats, steps up, now steps down, and one more step down with the left hand jumping up to the top black key of a group of 3 black keys. For the proper rhythm, both hands go together. Long, long, short, long, short, long. Both hands move. Long. And one more time before we move on to the next part. Hands together. Long, long, short, long, short, long. Both hands move. Long. Now notice what happens here. The left hand keeps holding this black key, and the right hand does the jumping pattern, starting off with the white key in between 2 black keys, jumps up and does a bigger jump down, then steps down and the left hand does a big jump down. So we're repeating part 3 here. Right hand does the jumping pattern again, big jump up, bigger jump down, repeats twice, steps up, and when it steps back down, the left hand needs to step up. And then we finish off with 3 of these black keys. So let's get all of that with the proper rhythm. Hands together. Long, long, short, long, short, long. Both hands move. Long. Right hand does the jumping pattern. Long, short, long. Both hands move. Long. Right hand jumping pattern. Long, short, long, 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 short. Now both hands move in together. Long. Right hand steps down. Short, long, short. take your playing to the next level, become a member at pianohooks.com. And if you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe.